Hello, everybody. How are we? I'm glad to hear it. How are you, boys?
Very well.
How are you, Matthew? Live on air?
Very good.
Please do not swear, Matthew. We are live.
All
right, fair. I'm glad you've taken your weird little faces off now. It was a giraffe a minute ago. Anyway.
You should have revealed yourself like that, Brian. I would have loved it.
Polten. It was Polten.
Polten. Right. So we are here to tell you all about what went down at the guest camp in Leeds Festival. Arguably the better of the two camps. You know,
I'll be honest, boys. I watched the best camp, and it was more like bore camp.
Yeah, true.
Just Jesus.
And we're back. We're back in general again.
Might be beg camp.
Never catch me ever again.
First 5 minutes at their camp, it looked like they just slagged off us at our camp. Which, you know what, when you're the relevant camp and the other camp's having to chat about you, it says all of what you need to know.
I don't think we even mentioned them once.
I think maybe like once. Maybe once.
Well, yeah, maybe. Like in the video, it probably did. But like sat around camp, wasn't even a second thought in my mind, that camp.
Oh, they were
too busy.
We had a lovely camp.
Had a great time. Bit of bingo.
Yeah.
Beer pong.
The old Leeds Festival, bank holiday weekend, August, you know.
It was great.
Yeah, I love it.
I had such a good weekend. Like, it was a really relaxing, calming weekend, which is not the norm for a festival.
Yeah.
Normally, it's all systems go. We have to see everything, have to do everything, have to film everything.
It was a nice weekend.
Nice
spent with
end to the season.
Some brothers, some sisters.
Yeah, it was
Chocky.
That's another thing. It was a bit like a couples camp, wasn't it?
Aye.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's address the elephant in the room. I feel like
it's called Matthew.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. I feel like we're all here, and like Bridy's the only one not here, and I feel like we're interviewing him, like we're like an actual podcast channel now.
It does feel that way, doesn't it?
Special. Yeah.
So can you tell us some qualities that you'll bring to
Matthew,
the podcast?
thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day. So tell us, like, how's the next release looking? How's the album coming along?
Yeah, really good. This album, I've been working on it for a couple of years. It's really inspired of a new creative direction that I've gone in. It's inspired by Dan and his man love preferences.
Oh,
really.
I'm a man who
it's
loves.
all about exploring different cavities and angles that you've not explored in traditional folk music.
Well, it's nice the way that you've started.
That's
You've
interesting.
joined the crew who has sex a lot more.
Well, this one's called In Memory of Jake Varley. This album.
Is he dead? Is he dead?
That's good.
God, I was nervous when you were speaking that, Brady.
Walking across that minefield.
Yeah. Right.
Bridie,
we're there, though.
you can't see it, Bridie, but we've got a new setup today. So normally we've got the monitor,
Yeah.
but Rob whacked it with a tent peg or tent
Oh, is that
line
what it
thingy.
was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it had a crack in it, and it was like a quarter of the screen, so the screen was still usable. Like you
Yeah.
just had to make everything a little bit smaller.
Right.
Came in this
CPD
afternoon,
fashion.
and it was now 3/4 of the screen.
Did it hit it a couple more times?
No, it
You
just
know what, Raz?
expanded.
That sounds like a Hamburg car park experience, that, doesn't it?
Oh God.
Somehow, that £30 tent has now just caused £100 worth of damage.
Yeah, but luckily it was a cheap monitor, so we can just grab another. Hopefully this one has height adjustment because it does my head and having to look down at a monitor.
Just put some books underneath it.
Yeah.
What makes you think I have books?
You know what? We can all agree upon that. You definitely don't.
No, I have some. I've got some manga books. JoJo's.
Kama Sutra, boy edition.
There's a boy in both.
Boy edition.
It's just funny.
I don't think that's a thing.
Anyway, let's talk about Leeds Festival.
Yeah.
And the journey to Leeds Festival. So, started off as per his tradition.
At the flat.
What?
At the flat.
Oh,
Didn't start at Mackey's, did it?
Yeah, because was Brady
we
at
were
the
all
flat?
there.
Yeah,
Friday
but he don't count, does he?
Yeah, well, we all
he's a
met.
Klingon.
We all met up at Mackey's. I remember when we all used to meet up at mine or at Rob's. Those were the real.
At Rob's mum's, and she'd make us a bacon sarnie.
Oh yeah.
Although that only ever
my
happened
God,
once for me.
yeah.
I remember meeting up at yours once, and my dad came over and told us all that he's been on a 6-year coke bender.
Was that the year that you brought the pie?
Yes, because he'll have brought the pie for me.
It's all making sense now.
It just sounds like a
together.
sitcom for me because obviously that never happened for me. So hearing all this is just little bit wacky. Was it the day he brought the pie? What
was.
the fuck was that? What the fuck is that?
So you're telling me
you
you've not
obviously
seen the
didn't watch
videos?
it.
Oh, you're right.
Rude, Chocky.
You caught me out. You caught me out.
I love the hat, by the way, Choc.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, I've been there. For yourself and anybody at home who don't know, I think it was 2015. My dad made me a pie because he makes really good pies. And he let me take it to a festival, and someone hung it out the window while
He's
we
got
were
to do
driving.
something well, hasn't he, I suppose.
Yeah, true. I can slag off my dad. You can't.
Nah, we all can.
Raz knows about shit dads as well, don't worry. He's got four gens.
My dad's great. I ain't seen him in like 4 months.
Oh wow, what a
And he
great
lives,
dad!
and he lives down the road from me. I'm terrible.
Yeah, it's even closer now than when.
Yeah, literally
younger.
round the corner from me. I moved to my estate, and then he moved and followed me.
Oh, has he moved in? Oh, I thought he still lived at other end.
No. He literally lives on my estate now. And then guess what?
no.
You still haven't seen him in 4 months.
Yeah.
Does he have other kids that he cares more about?
My brother.
Yeah, fair.
That's a joke, Dad. Also,
It's not Glenn.
because I'm an influencer in that, but only to my dad. It seems like moving first, and then he followed me. He's now looking for a Mercedes Vito.
Course he
He
is.
wants a van now as well.
Well, I've heard there's one that might be coming up soon if you find a new model.
Yeah, if I-
Emily, why is your face gone blue?
I think it's just the line in the room.
Your lighting's terrible.
I've knocked the light on.
Anyway,
Aye.
let's talk about
not
Leeds
like
now.
that.
yeah,
Do we
yeah.
have to? We've,
Yeah.
These lovely people at home have already watched the video. I've edited it. Mostly.
Yeah, but
Is it good?
Yeah. Well,
You start with
I don't know because for one, I did the initial walkthrough, which it's not the brain of Rob Kellis who makes the really good videos. And two, it felt a lot more like an old school Leeds where we're sat around camp and it's just us taking piss and having a laugh and doing shit. Back in days when we'd play Truth or Dare or we'd burn someone's ass with a hot pole.
A proper best camp experience.
Yeah,
you say.
Sounds
but
like it.
You know what? All year I've kind of been missing that. Like every single festival that we've been to, like Tomorrowland, and like so much so that we don't even buy chairs anymore when we go to a festival. Even Electric Picnic, which I'm sure
Like
the audience
Glasgow,
was-
we had chairs, but we'd spent barely any time at
there
camp.
was a little bit of like sitting around camp there.
I think that was
like,
'cause
but
the size of it,
But there
though.
wasn't like the true like gazebo, chairs, table set up where you're all just sat around just having a drink and like the experience is with your friends.
There's no pressure to do anything. It's all about what you want to do in the moment.
Every other festival has been around like, well, we're here to make a video, right? And that's what pays the bills. So we need to get out there and we need to show the festival off. Whereas this one,
Their videos paying the bills, so we can just sit.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Well, it's not even that because it's essentially this video that's paying the bills.
True, I did that as well. Am I the new Rob Kellis? Nah, my nose in that bit.
Please don't be.
One's enough.
But the thing is, like this one for me was like, okay, I'm actually gonna relax for this one.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it as nice as possible. We're gonna see some bands. The bill isn't like stacked. At least not for me. There's like maybe two or three bands max a day, and it was just really nice, really chilled out. And so much so that we even stayed until Monday morning. A Wednesday till Monday morning festival doesn't happen too often these days.
I think that was the first one of the year.
Exactly. Not even Download did that for us.
No. I mean, they did have Slipknot on. It's their own fault.
Yeah, true. Like I literally drove home after Slipknot because it's not for me.
Although to be fair, Download, we've done that for years, going home on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Millhill on a Sunday.
Cheeky little tower burger.
Always was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, once again, I missed that. And the same with Download. I miss like having sitting around camp at Download and like having a good camp with ourselves,
a chill and a laugh.
with a gazebo and not being like, hey, look at this going on. It's like, oh,
Let's go and do this. Let's go film that.
yeah. And that's why the camp was great this year at Leeds Festival.
There were no pressure to be like, right, we've got to be doing something. We've got to make sure that everything you film is something interesting. It was more like, I'm having a laugh, and if something comes up, it comes up, and we'll film it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I was like, it's just nice to catch up with everyone with a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked how it
was
was
lovely.
like the couples camp side of it because that just makes people relax entirely. Like we're not being as boisterous. We're not aiming to get
speak for yourself.
Absolutely paralytic all the time just to make it funny for content. It's just like we're having a laugh with the people who we care about.
Yeah, it was nice starting off the weekend. So like to move the conversation along a bit. Like when we first got there, we obviously need to still meet to get our accreditation, and that doesn't open until
2. It were 2
until about 2. Yeah. So regardless, we still got there at like 11 because that's just what we do, just in case.
Yeah. Do you remember back in download day when we got there for like 8 a.m?
That was dumb.
Yeah,
that was
sat on the hill.
Yeah,
I remember that one.
Yeah,
I've
got a funny story with getting into this Leeds Festival.
Go on then.
Go on.
So we somehow it was me, Nath, and Raz that were all in separate vehicles. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Going along in convoy, and Raz didn't take the right turning. He carried on going up the motorway. Me and Nath came off at the roundabout near the A64, which anybody who's been to Leeds will know because it's the one that you have to come off at.
No, I took the next one because I was going out to production.
Yeah. Oh, so you might have came off. Well, yeah, no, you didn't. You didn't want to go to production. You wanted to go to guest. We went to production by accident. So we went into production gate. I turned up, got the guy on the floor,
the exit with less traffic. Put it that way.
He missed the turning. That's me.
Yeah. It was not.
He missed the turning. So we get to the gate, and I'm like, even though Raz has just told me at Mackie's purple gate, that just farts out the back end of my mind and is gone. And I see production artist, and I'm like, yeah, that's the gate that we want to go in. Blindly lead me and Nath into that gate. Talk to the guy and just with confidence, just blag our way into that gate. So I go sailing on through. Nath just decides not to speak to the guard at all and just follows straight on. And the guard's in the back shouting at him, and I can hear him going, "Oi, stop!" And there was a patrol vehicle behind him, like a security patrol, in this big Hilux. He is like racing down this like dirt path after Nath, flashing his lights, like weaving behind him. Manages to cut past him on the grass verge, like T-pack manoeuvres straight in front of him. And it's like this big old commotion. I have to like reverse about 200 yards up this dirt path to get out. And it just turned out Nath just ignored the old man at the gate.
Yeah,
so he thought he was trying to force it.
Oh, silly Billy.
But surely the guy at the gate will just put 2 and 2 together.
But that's you know what though, he's just doing his job.
I know he is doing his job.
Like that's the best I've ever heard security do. Like usually, the person on the gate is usually like they're barely getting paid. Like,
yeah, normally you can just say, "Oh, I need to be here," and they're like, "Oh, all right," and then you're
yeah. But even so, like even like blagging your way through, at least then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, fuck it, I can't be asked radioing that, or whatever." But for the guy to like chase him down, and like overtake him on the grass verge with like in the fucking Hilux, like fair play. Like there must be at least one person's protecting that area, right?
Yeah, it's nice that they've stepped up the security for the year where they've got the least amount of people.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, it's
luckily nobody lost their leg this year.
Yeah.
Jesus. Did you hear about that? The person losing the leg?
Yeah.
That's mad.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Someone out there, you can tell us if it's true.
Show me evidence.
Someone, because of campfires, someone threw a canister on that was a gas canister used for cooking with, and it exploded, but like it sent out the fire and then exploded on a girl's leg and blew her leg off.
Allegedly. So,
and that's why there were no campfires this year.
She was legless
Allegedly.
that night.
Great. Hopefully that's not true. But yeah, we had no issues getting in, did we? We literally just
it was fine.
It was so easy.
It was so easy. I did the journey twice.
Yeah.
Why? Because I forgot.
Yeah.
So got there, literally just, and I got an email about something or other, something around Leeds. I can't remember what. Might have been about the set. Oh yeah,
Piccadilly invoice.
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, I need my stuff for that. Where is it? It's in my studio back at home. So luckily,
when you say stuff, What do you mean?
My decks, my laptop.
So you DJ the main things that operate the full thing.
The visuals, like literally everything. My headphones.
So if you hadn't remembered at that point, and then it came to Thursday night,
he would have seen it by the time we were getting all the shit. He would eventually have gone.
The thing is, as well, is like I know, like Wednesday morning, I went back into my flat twice, and I looked around like to make sure everything's off, and to make sure like water heater's off and shit like that.
Why did you turn water heater off?
I like to faff.
Why did you turn your water heater off?
Because I'm scared of it like exploding or whatever. I'm like,
on a young girl's leg.
No, it's been a bit weird lately, and because I'm a homeowner, I'm like, I don't want to pay for that yet, and my mortgage is going up, so I'm a bit fucked.
But you did the thing that we all do, where you go, I've double checked, I've got everything.
I've scanned everything. All the windows and doors are locked. I can leave now.
Yeah, you do the little checklist in your head and you go, yeah, got that. But the thing that you think you've got is the most obvious thing. Yeah, nah, I ain't got that.
And arguably one of the most important things.
Yeah, literally, at that point, it was the only reason that we were going.
Yeah.
In retrospect, we had a great time, but had it not been for that set,
I think we'd have ended up at Greenfields.
Maybe.
Drowned.
And you know what? I'm glad we didn't fucking end up at Greenfields.
Luckily, the Leeds Fest is like it. I loaded up Google Maps and I was like, "Oh, sick!" As if I can just go home in like 25 minutes. I was like, "This is fucking brilliant!" Like you forget how good it is just being like down the road.
Yeah, it is
so
great.
good. We're so blessed. Like it's just over there.
It is nice.
I always forget how close it is.
Yeah.
So we thank you. Shut up. So we
going in?
rude. Giraffe boy, be quiet. Have you still got that elephant filter on?
Oh my God.
Pretty much, mate. So see if we can get back.
Yeah, getting us guest wristbands, nice and easy. Got into the festival, started the setup. So the setup was a big boy.
Yeah, right, lads. It's Chris Polton here.
Hey up, lid.
I just wanted to join the chat and say how good your camp is compared to our camp. Like,
For anyone at home, you're shit out of luck because you can't see the filter he's got on his face. And I'm not going to describe it to you, so you're going to have to go and watch it on YouTube.
Can they not actually see the filter?
Yeah, if they watch the video.
Yeah, if they're watching, but if they're listening.
Oh, you didn't say listening.
Fair enough.
Said,
Listen to the sounds of a giraffe filter being put on.
No, it's Chris.
Sorry, Chris filter.
yeah, but the issue is his impression wasn't that good. Now he just looks like he's painted his eyes black. Now he's a panda. Right, anyway, yeah, we got into the festival. Nice and easy. Set up. The best setup I think we've ever had.
It were really nice having the gazebo. Like, we were like, right, everyone position yourself to one of the entrances to the gazebo.
Yeah.
And then that's your section for the remainder of the thing. And it just worked so well.
Yeah, it helped section off our area, but also give us space to breathe as well. So we want on each other's doorsteps.
Let's run down the setup, right? So what did we have?
The 3x9 gazebo.
So we had all the tents in a circle around the gazebo. It's a 3x9 gazebo. We had 2 tables.
They were, what tables were they? They were.
So I made the here's the thing, and here's a hint to all of the people who go camping and stuff, and especially do festivals. You go buy a camping table. You know it's not coming home. If
you're going camping, it is.
Yeah.
If you're going to a festival, it's less likely.
I didn't finish my sentence there. You know it's not coming home in the same state that it went.
Yeah.
So why pay 80 quid, which some of them were when I looked, for like a camping table, and it's not even that big. So I just thought why waste the money? And I was at a car boot the weekend before. Don't ask why.
Because you're an old man, that's why.
Yeah. And I noticed like everyone's just using like wallpaper pasting tables, and I was like, this is fucking genius, man. Looked at B&Q, 17 quid. I was like, right, we'll get fucking 2.
Yeah.
No bother. So, and they've got a little handle. So, and there's even a bit of space inside them where you can like
put your mouth on.
Maybe sneak some stuff in, you know.
But they did have dogs on guest for the first time ever this year.
Did they?
One signalled on me. I didn't have it on me, but it could obviously smell just weed on my clothes.
When we
bend a dog.
Great. It did feel like it was trying to hunt my leg. It was a little puppy.
That was just you, Dan. You were imagining stuff.
The woman asked me if I'm okay to get searched What am I going to be like? No. No, I'm off.
Oh,
Bye.
no, I'll go in then.
But yeah, we had the tables.
The two tables.
The tables were a great idea, and they did work really well.
They did the
but
job.
They weren't very structurally sound. They're a
No,
bit, they're
terrible.
a bit scary
but
at times.
that's the point. Like, you know, the tables are going to get a bit shagged.
Yeah.
And the worst part is they're
Especially when MB's there.
Yeah,
but-
with a fucking knife.
But the best part is they're not made out of like.
Oh, a knife.
You were
just
cutting
needed
it
your
with the cutlery after the meal. You were
wooden knife.
You were
Yeah,
just there chiseling away at it.
Yeah, literally Thursday, you just decided I'm going to try and snap this off just for no reason.
Only the second day of the festival.
But you
Yeah,
know
a bit of
what?
Jeopardy.
It worked.
Even if they don't come home, they're only made out of wood.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
So
It's-
Biodegradable.
that's the one. That's what I was looking for.
Biodegradable.
Maybe not the coating that they put on it though.
you,
Everything
knows?
bar that.
Who knows? I don't. But anyway, carry on.
well,
Tables.
so yeah, tables, and again, so Dan, here's the thing, viewers. Dan brought some tablecloths. Now I was like, now I'd already bought something like a tablecloth.
Yeah, I'd like to
'cause
say
I was
I
like,
bought the tablecloths before I bought the tables.
yeah, but I didn't ask. I thought, I'll just get the tablecloths anyway. And I thought, again, I'm not going to buy tablecloths for like, what are they, a tenner a piece?
Yeah,
Oh, these
Pro-
were like £2 each.
And it shows.
it did.
So
Just a bit short.
So what I did was, rather than like get tablecloths that are going to waft all over in wind, I looked at the measurements and I was like, oh, that's basically a single bed, pretty much. So I just bought two fitted
God,
single bed sheets.
If your single bed was that skinny, you must have had a terrible childhood. Your parents must have hated you.
I mean, when I say pretty much, you know, there or
I'd
thereabouts.
say two of them side by side is a single bed.
And you know what? They did the job. They were fitted, so they were like tucked to the table. They did a great job.
Until the wind picked up and they started blowing everywhere.
But you know what didn't do a job? Dan's tablecloths, because when we unboxed them, they were literally half the length of the table.
Yeah,
Literally
because-
two together didn't even fit
Because
over one
there
table.
was two. When I looked on B&Q website,
Did you
there
check
was
the
two
measurement?
different. Yes, there was two different tables you
so
could
he,
get.
So he knew they weren't going to fit.
No, there was two different tables you could get, and I thought you'd have gone for the smaller of the two, saving money. Must have only found the larger of the two.
Yep.
So it's a breakdown in communication more than anything.
It still won't fit.
It would have done if it
But
was.
you said
the
you already
small
had the
table.
tablecloths, so
Yeah, I did, because we'd already spoke about getting the tables from B&Q. So I looked on B&Q's website, saw the measurements of the table, and thought, right, I need that tablecloth. Tablecloth turned up, and you got the bigger table.
All right, now,
Let's-
children, let's move
I'm
on.
not
past-
bla- I'm not blaming
let's
you.
go to the independent adjudicator.
Jesus Christ.
MB, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think there was a clear breakdown in communication between both of you, really.
Exactly what I said.
But Dan did buy the wrong tablecloth.
Or
Thank
maybe
you.
he bought the wrong tables because
Thank-
tablecloths were there first.
Anyway, tables.
So we had a genius in Raz bring us these bed sheets, yeah. So we set the camp out. Dan, then his genius came into play, and you bought us what for the campsite, Dan?
There was it wasn't just my genius. Chocolate also threw in some flavors. But we had double air beds.
racist.
Not air bed. It's not. He likes chocolate milk. There was double sofa beds that were air sofa beds. They're not sofa beds. I keep saying beds.
No, like just inflatable
Inflatable
sofas.
sofas.
That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
Yeah,
Double
these
inflatable
are
sofas,
great.
some inflatable chairs. You brought an inflatable chair as well that had a little stool as well.
Yeah.
And it had a nice little headrest on that one as well.
Now, if there is one thing that was a waste, and like
The table tennis.
I forgot.
We didn't even
God,
get it
yeah.
out.
Yeah. There was loads of activities, loads of things to do. It was a lovely camp.
It was great.
Let's also finally talk about.
What was the one thing that was a waste? The table tennis.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
I thought it was gonna say something else.
and all of the inflatable.
Are you scranning something?
stuff?
What are you eating? Rude.
All of the inflatable stuff that just went down and got popped and shit.
It didn't get popped though.
Anyway, let's talk about the game changer of this year's festival. The real thing that made everything a little bit better.
Is it the pub quiz?
No.
Oh, because it was for me.
Oh, We'll get to that in a minute because there's many compliments to be thrown at Choc in a minute.
Blackout in my tent.
Is that the game changer you're on about?
No.
That was a game changer for me.
Yeah, welcome to the
Go
fucking
on,
game, mate.
Briody, talk about your experience in the Blackout Tent.
So viewers may be aware. Obviously, I've been rocking the old
TV.
the old TP, the old Gay Pride TP for a number of years now, supporting my brother Dan and Jake Varley in the decisions that they've made. Obviously, in the morning, it just lets too much sun in. I'm a sweaty boy, as you can probably tell right now.
Yeah. Just a bit of sweat.
Just a bit of shine in it, just shiny.
Yeah.
So got a Blackout Quetra 4-man. Oh my lord, revolutionised the sleeping experience.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Like, beautiful. Got some proper night sleeps.
What time did you sleep in until? On average?
Oh, maybe, must have been about midday, I would say.
God, it's
it was like 10 to 11 o'clock.
Than sleeping until midday. Like, having a really good sleep and
and
waking up about midday, like, God, that was a great sleep.
And you can just hear a couple of camps around you, just chatting and hustle and bustle, people walking past.
Do you want a bump, mate? New balloon.
Hey, we didn't do any of that in guest, thank you.
Where is my fucking sandwich?
We'll get
to sandwich.
We'll get to that. We started what was the fucking
there's loads of
waste.
stuff to cover in
What
this
was
podcast.
the waste? You're not going home.
God, I'm gonna
The game changer for me was a product that the folks have seen in a previous video, in the Truck Festival video. We brought the Jackery and the solar panel.
God, yeah.
And what that did for us was a few things. Number one, brought a hairdryer. So all the girls and me were happy. So after getting the shower...
To be honest, I only saw you use it. None of the girls.
A few of the girls used it.
Fair. I don't remember seeing that.
I brought some straighteners.
I don't remember seeing that.
Choc, do you remember seeing any of the girls use his hair dryer or straighteners?
Yeah, I think I did actually. To give him credit.
Rachel don't count.
Gotta love the homie Choc, man. The straighteners. So it was like, like some people can pay
You
for
could do it using them, Dan.
Great.
Some people pay for that sort of stuff in the campsite, like having the upgrade. Just bring it with us.
Jake used to, didn't he? He used to pay. It's like a 30 quid upgrade to get a toilet and like a little bit of extra.
Didn't need it.
No, not
Didn't
at all.
need it. Had the Jackery, had the solar panel.
The Jackery is
pretty much unlimited solar power.
Remember the first couple of years when he used to pay to camp with us? give us 100 quid, you can camp with us.
He bought his way in. Yeah.
Yeah, he bought his way to the top.
And then
another
little thing that I invested in was the kettle.
The kettle.
A little travel kettle.
Genius.
And
although I didn't agree with the choice of lattes, I didn't really like the flavour of the pre-sashayed caramel latte. I don't know why, it was just a bit off.
They were great.
Amazing.
They were good.
Such a good idea.
Just like,
brilliant.
Anyone like a Starbucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it ain't Starbucks like ages away. No. Starbucks.
Wherever you want it, really.
Yeah.
Starbucks is wherever you are.
Yeah, and it enabled me to have a
pot noodle.
Yeah, pot noodle every day pretty much. So I was sorted.
God, it was just that kettle was so good because like I would have never thought like out of everything you could plug into the Jackery, the kettle never crossed my mind. And
we should have brought a toaster.
When you rocked up with it, I was like, God, coffee and noodles.
What were the top 3 appliances you thought could connect to the Jackery?
I was a
TV.
So I was very close, very, very close to figuring out a way that I could bring my van in somehow.
Yeah.
Because there's other people doing that campsite, but generally it's too much of a piss about.
But I'll bring it in on the Thursday as well. Matthew's just unplugged something.
I did, yeah, by accident.
But I thought, could I bring a microwave? And like a load of Rustler's burgers and really sort the homies out, but it was just too much like pissing about.
I don't know if it'd have taken the wattage as well.
No, it would.
Well, the Jackery would.
Yeah, trust me, I've tested it.
Oh, really?
It can take a fucking lot.
We're not sponsored by Jackery, by the way, but Jackery, if you're watching this,
thank you, Jackery.
You can sponsor podcast. I'll let you.
Please respond to my email. I did send you one today. Hurry up.
They'd be a great sponsor for podcasts about just some little plugins for festivals.
The view from the afternoon. The view has now been taken over by solar panels, and we are running this with green energy.
No, it's the view from the afternoon.
What's the noon?
Thank you. Powered by Jackery.
Yeah.
See, I've already got it down for you, Jackery. Come on.
Can you
let's
tell
sort
we're
this
looking
out.
for a sponsor for the podcast?
God.
Anybody
Look, we
want
get
to
demonetized all the fucking
podcast?
time. We get demonetized every fucking video.
Yeah. The campsite was brilliant. Really, really good and really relaxed. Let's talk about the activities that we did.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Choc. Choc really bringing the camp to life that Wednesday.
So,
we get there and you sit down and it's chilled and you've got fuck all to do and you think, well, how are we going to get through this first day? And you don't have like the buzz of the orange campsite that I don't even think would have been there this year because the whole place was dead.
Yeah, when I watched their thing, it seemed like they really tried to like build each other up to be like, oh, we're having a great time, but like.
Tryouts, that's called, man.
We didn't need to do that. We were having a great time.
I like how we didn't really rip into them in the actual vlog because we just didn't.
Yeah.
And then they did it on their vlog, so now it's like fucking
on site.
Yeah, but let's be fair, man. For Kellis, you're sat with Jake Varley and Ben Phillips. There's not an awful lot you can do with that camp, is there really?
And then
the man did his best. He even threw up. Like he was scraping the barrel. He was really struggling to find content in that camp.
He had to
what can
injure
I
Ben.
do? What did they like it when I throw up?
Ben, make yourself injured, so you have to go to hospital.
Yeah, do something. We just need some content, please.
Jake, eat the cat food. Do it.
Remember the statement that we put out: nothing is real.
But no, anyway. So for all of our festivals, if we're going to somewhere that's a bit lackluster and we need some ideas, we need something to do, some entertainment. Choc is the man for that. His brain is wonderful.
We learned this at was Truck Festival the first one?
Yeah, Truck.
But to be honest, look at all the stuff we've done in the past. Like, was it Off to the Boozer? Is that the name of it?
Yeah, I think the first one was the Monopoly cards with Vals because Vals needed to come up with. I can't remember how many we went with in the end, like 20, 30. Yeah. So he messaged me to do like half of them. He was like, just come up with a couple. And then since then, it was just, what can we do while we're here to pass an X amount of time to make it feel like we're not just going to sit around and go, shit, we're not filming. So when we were coming up with, right, what we actually going to get ready for guest camp, we're going to get the inflatables. We're going to get a nice setup. Yeah. We're going to, Raz is bringing the Jackery. I was thinking like...
Then what?
Then what? What can we do? And normally, because guest is so dead normally.
Yeah, on that Wednesday night where usually the only ones
10,
there.
Yeah,
I was like, well,
max.
there's a big field, so let's get some random shit to knock around in the field. And then I thought, okay, but how long are we going to do that for? And are we going to do that straight away? So I was like... What do most people do when they want to drink but do an activity that still involves drinking? Oh, I know, pub quiz.
You want to go to the pub?
So I used to run during lockdown a pub quiz.
I thought you were going to end it there and say you used to run during lockdown. No, you fucking didn't.
Not me, brother. But I used to do this pub quiz, and I thought, you know what? I'll dive back into that. Come up with like a real. Just piss easy one.
Isn't that the reason why you no longer bank with a certain bank?
Yeah, it is indeed. And then I was like, okay, after that, what then? Because we can't do anything other than go into general. So I was like, bingo, I guess. Well, bingo.
Yeah,
bingo. Bingo was
pretty lit.
And then I was
just took ages.
It took the piss, but it served its purpose. And then I think the main one was I was like, let's get beer pong this year. Just because it's the easiest thing to get everyone up and drinking. Because normally,
like beer pong, I learned at uni, like really is the one.
Yeah, because like so many,
everyone's on the feet.
Exactly,
keeps you energetic rather than sitting down.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you're sat at camp and you're drinking, everyone's doing the thing where they've opened a can. But they're not
just
drinking.
sat there and they're just staring at the space and
just chatting,
just having a chat, or they're just
to the
looking
person
at
next
stuff.
to them half at times as well, like not with.
But
the
when
rest
you
of the
do
camp.
beer pong, everyone's got a drink in the hand and they're playing it, and then like even if they're trying to be quiet, as soon as one goes in, you're like, you You fucking have it.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
really
And it's
start giving each other
the two
shit.
sides interact a lot more. You're chatting
Yeah.
over, like you're giving each other shit. It's
We-
a very good
yeah,
game.
we,
Some of that's become much better with time for me because I
it's-
didn't like it when I was
Yeah,
younger.
I was gonna say it's one of those where it's such an American like thing to do, which normally like you just rather go to the pub and just have a
Yeah.
pint. But at that camp, it worked so well to
It
the
is.
point we did it every
Literally
fucking day,
every
pretty
day.
much.
I think
Yeah.
it was every day.
It was like, right, I've had a drink or two now. Are we properly drinking now? And they'd be like, well, you don't just want to say like, yeah, we're properly drinking now, and then like really try to like drink. It's like you need something to make you drink.
Yeah, you need a catalyst.
And beer pong was the
Beer
one
pong
this
was
year.
the one.
With the multicolored balls as well.
with the forfeits underneath the cup as well.
That was a good addition,
That was-
but we needed some regulations on those forfeits. One side was much harsher than the other.
Hey man,
You-
you make your own misery.
We didn't say to you,
Yeah.
you can't put this,
I
you
guess,
can't do
I
that.
guess we have just a nicer side of people, I guess.
A set of pussies, I think.
Correct.
But yeah, I think the activities worked well. Tied us over till Thursday.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, I think, obviously, because then we were doing Piccadilly.
Thursday is just always about like, yeah, just do Piccadilly.
Do
Just-
Piccadilly
yeah.
and then get fucked after and stay
Yeah.
at Piccadilly.
There's that
after.
little wander around arena that we've started doing. Like we didn't do that years ago. Like we
Yeah,
just stay in
yeah.
Orange all day,
Yeah,
wouldn't we?
true,
Whereas now we've
true.
actually wandered into arena and had a little look while there's not going on, and
That's but yeah.
it's quite pleasant that.
It's nice, and it was nice because we also bumped into them as well.
Yeah.
They didn't film it and put it in their thing, but they bumped into us there, and we just were chatting with them for like 20 minutes outside that fucking
Yeah, it was
vintage
like
shop.
it's like
shop.
friends we hadn't seen in a while,
Yeah.
but we see them all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, you
Exactly.
got that jacket from there, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I went back there and got that big bargain.
Yeah.
That big bargain.
Yeah.
You,
big up.
um,
lovely jacket that.
Yeah, it's
You were
great.
saying on video, like, I think his name was Tyler, and you were like, oh, Tyler's a top G, don't know who I am. But when I went in there, the bloke behind the desk were like, oh, Dan, jacket up there, do you want a discount? I was like, no, it's 200 quid, mate.
And then I went, yeah, 50.
I wish I'd known that because I'd have gone in and contemplated it.
But still not done it.
Oh, no. Like a £50 jacket from a festival, it's not for me, son.
Yeah.
Hey, it was cold.
Not for
What
that
can I say?
bag of shit.
No, yours is dead nice, big warm boy as well.
Yeah, I needed it, mate. That
What else did we do on Thursday? Was it just like wander,
just was
wander,
the-
wander around arena?
Yeah.
Oh, we
have
had
some food?
fam tea.
Oh,
The Last
yeah.
Supper.
The
That
Last
was
Supper.
brilliant.
It was great,
was.
apart from I accidentally chose something that got made dead quick while you all got stuff that took a while.
And also only one of the candles lit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you
God.
remember that?
So my food went dead cold and we had no
I
candles.
have to, and this definitely won't go on the vlog. But Choc kept getting the crepes from like the little,
Yeah, I did as
the,
well.
the little village
You
thing.
know what? Those crepes were amazing.
Oh, Raz is gonna disagree.
You're sick in the head, man. I had one bite of Choc's. What was the crepe you had?
It was
pesto
pesto and cheese.
pesto and
Oh,
cheese.
that's a poor
crepe.
one though.
Yeah.
You need to add items in.
This-
Well,
The
I
thing
did
is,
after, but
I had one bite of it, one fucking bite, and I brushed my teeth. I brush my teeth every night at every festival before I go to bed because I got to.
Because you got
Yeah,
you're supposed to.
tell
Yeah.
Rob that.
Yeah, you should. But I still woke up in the morning, like, and my inflatable pillow stunk, and it like really fucking stunk to the point where I was like, I can't sleep on this anymore.
You know what's funny? That next day, I just got the same, but with ham as well.
It's fucking mental, man.
It was
I,
nice.
One of my favourites was the ham, cheese, pesto, and red onion. So it made
Oh,
your
that
breath
one would have
even worse.
Yeah, that would have been even worse.
But I tell you what, that was banging. The red onion edition.
It was just
Je
the one
suis
to
le
have.
Bob
I don't think
Classic.
I'm a fan of pesto, you know.
See,
Yeah, it would appear that way.
I used to not really care for it, but the last couple of times I've had anything with pesto,
It
it does taste good.
I used to think it was nice, and now it's just boring. Like it's really
Hey,
bland.
getting old, eh? Getting on your age.
Now-
What do you prefer, green or red?
What?
Pesto.
Green.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a red boy.
Ballers country, huh?
Gross.
Ballers.
What else on Thursday? Fam tea.
Yeah, that
Piccadilly.
was nice. Like all
Yeah.
sitting down, I had a glass of wine.
Nice picture.
Yeah.
Briody,
glass of wine and a pizza.
Briody looking like he's on retreat with the sweats of the shirt.
I was so impressed when you pulled out that t-shirt, Briody. Not t-shirt, the actual dress shirt.
Yeah, the work shirt. I thought we was all coming in formal wear.
Work shirt and joggers.
The jester.
Man who can do
Oh
both.
my God. The jester.
Oh shit, yeah.
Fuck
You know
me.
what? It was a lovely lad. Shall I say his name?
No, I can't.
No, I
remember.
don't say his name. But long story short, this lad comes over to camp during our like fam tea, which was basically like we all got a pizza from the local place, and we all came and sat down and like had a really formal dinner setting at the camp. It was actually real nice. We were all like sat at the table.
They've
with a
all
drink.
watched it in the video, mate. It's in there.
Oh, is it in there? Okay,
excellent.
okay. And this lad just comes over and like, was he actually juggling? Oh,
The first day when he came over, he said he can juggle, and his mates were saying, "Yeah, he juggles." And he tried to juggle some of the beer pong balls.
Yeah.
But when he came over, Briody said something like, "You're gonna juggle for me," and he was like, "Well, I can do."
Yeah, and he was literally wearing like a.
He'd bought a one-piece skiing suit.
Yeah, but it was like multicolored.
Yeah, it was
and
80s.
It was like, fuck me. It's like we're all sat down like having us meal, and it was literally like a jester just turned up like, entertainers, come on, yes,
Very nice.
All
John
he needed
B.
was some bells attached to the big golden.
Yeah, Raz said that. All he needs is some bells on his shoes.
Briody were loving it.
It was good. Like
No disrespect to the fella.
no,
I'm sure it was
no.
nice.
Yeah, it sounds like he had a great weekend. Anyway, they were telling us all
but
about
not
it.
as good as ours.
Oh yeah, obviously not. No one had as good a weekend as us.
Yeah, and then it was.
Are you beatboxing, MB?
Nah, burped.
Oh,
Don't mind me.
I tried to cover it over.
Changing my train time.
Oh, good lad.
yeah, that's what we like to hear. Because your train is in about 15 minutes.
Yep. So I'm changing it to the one in an hour.
Yeah.
Good boy, good boy.
What I like.
So we had the jester, the fam tea, Piccadilly. Then I tell you what, we went to, is it the LS23?
Yeah, relentless.
Yeah.
What used to be that's actually
I quite enjoyed it over there.
Decent
Yeah.
area. And after the old Tomorrowland influence, I kind of liked it a lot.
It was all right.
I tell you what-
you have to be a certain level of drunk, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have the problem with me.
Which MB was.
The problem for he was fucking.
Well,
He were in crowd fucking partying, man.
And I was pretty good as well. But like the thing that sort of spoils it for me is like sometimes they'll play like a bit of a song, and I'll be like, yeah, and then they'll just,
yeah.
There's literally a shot of that.
Yeah.
Like where I think it might be 50 Cent. Oh no, it's something like that. And everyone's like, your hands in the air, and you're like, yeah, waiting for it to drop. And then when it's ready to drop, just EDM.
yeah, and that's I don't get that because like surely you just want everyone to enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
I guess that's why I don't enjoy that type of music and why
It's strange, that music, because there's about 5 different drops in that whole genre of music, and it's like every 30 seconds the disc jockey is just trying to work his way up to that drop, and it's then like boom, 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 put your hands up if you want to get down and dirty, boom, bada boom, 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 boom,
I
and
know that
everyone's
one.
like,
It's like I'm there. It's
"Oh,
like I'm
mental."
there.
You're like,
Where is this relentless
Fucking
24?
hell.
Yeah, Matt, that song sounds great. When is that coming out?
it's on the new folk album that I'm
on the album?
releasing.
If we can
Called
use that on
Jake
one of the videos,
Bailey.
that'd be great.
And the thing is, so like when it drops out and it's like do, the whole crowd goes like, hey! And then literally that'll like, so it'll do it
Keep
for
going.
like 16 bars or whatever, and then it'll like do a crescendo, and then it'll drop again, and then the crowd will go, hey! Like
It's like they're playing to a fucking goldfish.
and it's like
And it's like they forgot that drop was 30 seconds ago already.
It's the same drop,
You're like,
and just because it's going like, everyone's like, "Wait," I just don't understand.
You know what? Whatever makes you happy, like if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. If it takes you away from your own mind, brilliant. But just try maybe the Arctic Monkeys is what I'm saying.
Yeah, have you ever heard of Don Brocco?
God, have you ever listened to that version of ABBA? Gimme that I played in my set. Jesus, man.
It's so good. Speaking of our set, we had so many people backstage of us. like a ridiculous amount this year.
Was it not nearly the same as last year?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because how many were in guest last year?
I could not tell you, to be honest.
I'm trying to think because Rob kept saying that.
Rob said it was more last year, but I don't think it was.
We had more people on our like guest list last year.
Really?
This year maybe one or two less.
We just bring an entourage now.
We
need to.
The problem is like don't get me wrong, I love doing the sets, and I particularly enjoyed this one. I think like that hour and a half flew by.
Yeah, it did.
And like
it always does.
And it was really good. I really enjoyed it. But like we've done it 5 times now, so I'm like, where do we go from here?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, are we gonna do it 6 years in a row?
Yeah. Will it just become?
Will
we just become a regular DJ like Oliver and Dave?
Yeah, and
I think the arena is calling. I think the arena is calling.
Was it the arena who had the big silent disco?
Yeah.
Or was that in the actual silent disco area?
And here's the thing as well. Like, so Piccadilly, there is a mic embargo, and I brought a mic this year. I literally bought a mic because I thought it's gonna be rock and roll, man. Yeah. Like, if they tell me not to use a mic, I'm just gonna fucking use one anyway. Because you lose the connection with the audience. Because it's not like like when we do a DJ set.
Then we're not DJs.
I don't want to sound like a prick, but yeah, we're not DJs.
We're not
DJs. Like people come to see us and see us act like yobs and say shit down the mic and act like drunk idiots a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm also a terrific DJ, by the way.
Raz is actually a good DJ.
Honed his skills in Crew back in the day.
Yeah. DJ Youngstar.
Oh, sorry, honed him in Squeal, sorry.
That's total bollocks.
No, you're a DJ.
I do an acceptable job.
Songs well then, Raz.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Somebody messaged me. Someone messaged me saying like your mixing skills have got brilliant, and I'm like, there's one guy who really noticed that I tried this year, and I'm like,
there was one girl who loved your dancing as well.
What's this?
God,
total tangent here. What was it? Saturday night, me and Choc, carting Mary to the Yorkie stand.
Oh, God.
Hang on,
which I'd like to clarify
fuck
in that
Mary.
Fuck Mary.
For saying
we didn't just leave her. She came with us to get the Yorkie, and then she was like, "All right, bye guys."
No, it literally, we were saying, right, is there any point you coming this way, Mary? Because you're like 20 minutes in the opposite direction from us. I said, you can come along. I said, yeah, fine. Starts walking, falling into every single person and goes, sorry. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, she's going to deck it. Proceeds to deck it about 5 times.
I wouldn't expect anything less from her.
Fans are coming over and I was like, what's going on with her? Then fucking Welfare come over. Yeah. And me and Raz are like...
Welfare come over saying like, is she okay? And we're just there like...
We're literally like, we know her.
Two men fondling this drunk woman.
And what didn't help was Mary then going, I know him, but I'm not camping with him, but I'm going that way with him. And we were like...
You're really not helping.
You're not helping this, Mary.
And she's there literally on the ground.
We get her to the Yorkie. She has the Yorkie. Knee in the Yorkie. Foot in the Yorkie. Falls in the Yorkie. Drops the Yorkie on a fucking phone on our face.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, we're just like, right, Mares, you got 2 options here. You're either going to have to set off back that way, or you can come back to guest and we'll let you use the inflatable sofas. We'll put like 2 of them together.
So kind.
I
know how that had gone. Should have ended up waking me up and stealing my fucking airbed.
She said, and I quote, fuck off. And I went, well, that sees it all. And then Raz says, right, if she's telling us to fuck off, let's fuck off. And then she went, right, I'm going, bye. And then walked off in the right direction. So when I watched that fucking video, how she ended up in our direction.
Apparently she ended up in the arena.
Yeah, I don't know how she managed that. Because we watched her go back down Blue from where we were going.
Back towards Piccadilly.
Because this is the thing. She was going, they just fucking left me. Yeah. We watched her go back down.
The entrance to the arena was directly opposite. Like the Yorkie stand, it's like facing. Yeah. The Yorkie stand was facing like the entrance to the arena.
I know.
And she went that way. And it's like
somehow must have got up, just completely looked at the arena and thought, now she's straight again, and gone straight through it. And I was like, I don't know.
She is a mystery.
But
She's such
how
an
do
oddity
we
in
even
this
get
world.
onto that about the Yorkie then? Saturday, you were talking about Saturday.
It just went on a tangent.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry. Anyway, after all that, and as we were just absolutely fucked, these two girls, I respect you, by the way, came up to us, and she was like, oh no, big fans, blah blah blah. She was like, I loved you dancing the other night, and I was like, and I just had to contain my laughter a bit because I was like, dancing.
She was just
like,
going, I loved you dancing on stage.
She must be in my DJ set, like the DJ set, and I'm like, dancing. I could see I can see the connecting of the dots there.
Maybe they were thinking when you got down front and you're having a boogie with everyone.
Yeah, but even
because you do break out some moves. It's like the ones that I always remember of going up Hollywood Hill, where it's like,
I like
and you're a bit jerky.
I like to think she could just see his head bobbing around doing the DJ set,
doing a dance.
God, that guy's got some moves.
I was saying to her, like Danny Oliver and that, like how. Like people must only be able to see like your head from down there.
Yeah,
because yeah.
Well, to be fair, like from the front, you still can't see. Like you have to be a little bit further inwards.
See, this is the thing. So this is the thing where like I kind of Piccadilly. I don't know. Like I'd like to do something bigger. I'd like to do something more around us being like more of a. I don't know how we enter more of the artist territory.
Yeah. What we do is we make some songs and become a band.
But not even that. Like, so the thing that we went to on the Saturday night was good.
Ooh, that was good.
So
what was it?
It was a hip hop and house.
But let's.
Is that the one in the woods?
No. Let's talk about how it was titled very wrong and very
what was it called?
Hip hop versus house party.
No, it was Legends of Rap versus Titans of Pop.
Pop house party. So I was like, does that mean Titans of Pop House, as in like popular house tracks, or is it Titans of Pop, but it's a house party?
It's very obviously house party. Like what? I have no idea how any of you even came to this assumption that it would be pop house. When have you ever heard of that genre? How do you know any pop house songs?
Well,
like any house that goes into the charts.
But that's just house. They'd never call it pop house. Have you ever heard anything being referred to as pop house?
Maybe.
No, you haven't. If you're saying maybe, no, you haven't. No, you haven't.
That's like saying.
The thing is, we were there, and there was no fucking pop.
But that's like saying there is no like indie rock.
No, yeah, exactly.
Indie is not necessarily rock music, but indie rock is like the two.
Yeah, and I get that one because everyone's heard of indie rock.
Yeah. What about pop rock?
Yeah, everyone's heard of pop rock.
Yeah, but like pop house.
Who the fuck's heard of pop house?
Hey,
pop house.
Hey, listeners and viewers, if you've heard of pop house, let us know.
Right, I want a tally. So I want if you have and if you haven't. So I want you both in there. I want to see who gets the highest numbers. Because no fuckers heard of pop house.
All you need to know with the pop house area was it was good. It
was all right. Yeah.
And I agree with Raz. I think that's a better kind of style for us.
Late
to
night
do.
arena.
Yeah, it just had a good atmosphere in there.
Yeah.
You just also had people coming in there who didn't know what that tent were, just because they were like, I'm bored and shit. The only problem I had while we're in there, they fucking closed the bars. All the bars in the arena.
Bad.
Well, maybe that's how we innovate that place. Next year, we do the set and bring a bar.
Yeah.
Like we have some people doing DJ set and some
Jake
people
on the
giving
bar.
Running bar.
Yeah.
Jake on bar. Mixing. Use your experience there, sir.
Yeah, use his fucking hands.
Rob can have a little stall.
Decent.
Rob can have a little stall outside of the bar selling accessories.
Yeah, phone cases.
Yes, you want a phone case?
Would you like a bucket hat?
But yeah, that I'm trying to think that'd be better for us. What else? Because man, my brain goes like we follow one conversation.
Yeah.
Then before it ends, we get on to the next one.
The thing is about that as well is I feel like it's more of a show, and that's what I want to do. I feel like
you want them all perform, don't you?
Yeah, we've done the little sesh on a night.
Yeah.
Now we want the big
performance. Yeah. That was Thursday. Friday.
First day arena. First band for me with Broco.
Yeah.
Broco, yeah.
You know what? Half
Brilliant.
hour set, really good set.
The only problem was Mike was so quiet. The mic was...
Mike wasn't there. It was Rob's side.
I'll tell you something. Si was jacked, man.
He's
man.
massive,
was
isn't he?
man,
Jacked.
His shoulders and arms are as big
Yeah.
as his legs.
Yeah, I know all these people love the guy from Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Check out Don Broco. Check out
Si.
Si, man. He's absolutely
I
stacked.
was on a Madden, mate.
I think his arms and might be a bit bigger than Damiani's now.
No, that was the thing. I was looking at big old Bobby, and I was like,
I bet you were.
I was like, he used to be the gym rat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm now like looking off slightly to the left, and I'm like, he's the guy now, man.
But this is the thing, like shorter guys can pack on muscle easier than taller guys. And Damiani's a fairly tall bloke. He's an Italian stallion. Eh? He's a well-built gentleman. Whereas size a little.
That sounds like an
littler.
excuse.
No, it's a
That
genuine
doesn't sound
thing.
like a reason. That sounds like an excuse.
It's not. It's a genuine thing. Why would I make an excuse?
What about Thor then? Who's like 6'8".
He's also a mythical being. So
Oh, Chris Hemsworth.
he didn't say Chris Hemsworth.
He said Thor?
Yeah, Thor, the
Same guy?
mythical god person.
Yeah, same guy.
No, you're thinking of an actor
Yeah.
who plays
It's-
Thor.
Broco is interesting because like they've like the album, the latest album wasn't for me personally.
No, I think a lot of people feel like that as well.
But they're
It was
still-
nowhere near as good as the first three, but I still loved it.
Yeah, and like
They
Yeah,
actually
it's-
do a song about this where the lyrics are about like love the first songs, but I don't like your new ones.
yeah, but you know what? Count yourself lucky that you're able to say that. Like I might hate, but you know what? Fuck me, who am I? Yeah, like you're writing some absolute bangers. People coming up to see a show.
yeah, paying
I'm
good money to
just
see.
I'm just a critic, right? Just
Yeah.
like everyone
Some
everyone
random
else.
fucking guy.
I'm just a guy with an opinion. But yeah, the latest album not for me so much. But the crowd is still pretty big. Like they're still doing all right, especially after like so they're in the middle ground now of like they did the arena. Now are they doing O2 and stuff like that and academy style shows?
Well,
for
they were
that
academy
fellowship and
before
all that
anyway, weren't they?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if like they're in a weird place at the moment where like they could do an arena again, but probably not sell it out.
Yeah, I think they need one great album, and that'll be them back on top, and they'll start smashing
just
arenas.
nothing will beat that smooth, like silky automatic album
what
for
an
me.
album.
Like, just
It is
so
incredible.
just so good and silky.
Maybe
like,
a beautiful
smooth.
morning acoustic version, but other than that,
yeah, who could forget?
no, for half an hour, really impressive
they were
set. The
great.
crowd were going. I was right at the front again. I was at the barrier.
Yeah, no, you did your little.
But you got a zip off for Broco.
Yeah,
It was great.
I feel like it's easy to get to the barrier for a Broco show. At
It's because the
festivals,
pits just open up and everyone dances, so you can wiggly wind through.
and also it's a massive barrier because it's a big festival stage.
It was split in half as well. The crowd.
Yeah,
Like, as the barrier going in the middle, doesn't it? I don't like
Yeah.
that. I like a full through crowd.
Just to stop her crushing it.
yeah.
It does help, to be fair. Yeah, you get less crushes. But no, I was with Danny and the TikTok girls, and when T-shirt song came on, there was a lad stood in front of us who he was swinging his T-shirt round his head,
Smacking you in the face.
but he was like whipping it round his head like that. And every time it came back, it was hitting Katy Pepper in the face. I just kept fucking smacking her in grid. It was really funny.
You take your T-shirt off.
Of course I fucking didn't. With this body confidence, are you kidding me?
Hey, you know what? Three years ago you would have.
Yeah.
I would have done, but now I'm older and I've got less body
In
confidence.
fact, where did we see? Did we see it? Didn't we see
Start
him
of
in
the
Liverpool? In Liverpool,
Was that the start of this
not
year?
too long ago, maybe a year or so ago,
I can't
and he
think.
did it.
I can't think. Was it Liverpool?
Yeah, I remember seeing him. Was it Liverpool? Manchester.
That might have been Broco. Bring me, sorry.
Ah, yeah.
We saw him in that really long tube of a room.
Oh, yeah.
On
That was fun. I had a panic attack in that.
What was the headline on Friday?
Billy
Billy.
and
Imagine Dragons were the second headliner.
yeah. We
Imagine Dragons were okay, acceptable.
I didn't see Imagine Dragons. Who were I with? I was with someone. I was with someone. We just didn't see Imagine Dragons.
I didn't see Imagine Dragons.
And I can remember at one point, I was like, you know what? It sounds all right. From where I were, I could hear him, and I went, it sounds all right. But it's just one of those where it's like when you've got yourself in that mindset of like, can I be arsed? And how many of these songs do I know? And you sat.
I'm not going to be like screaming like,
and
like going,
and I'm having a good time doing whatever I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna have to stop that. It's a hard one to kind of force yourself to. And when we did that for Billie originally, I was like, all right, I like Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish comes on in the car. I listen to her all the time.
Yeah.
But as a headliner, it just did fuck all for me, man.
Yeah.
I was
watching some of the footage back, and you were stood quite far back. Like, not mentally
we
far.
were stood far back when it was like Stormzy and Liam Gallagher and and we had a great
two entirely different artists there to prove it's not about the type of show.
But it's not. It's also about how much you like those artists.
No, but the thing is, like, I do like Billie Eilish. It's just I want.
But as much as Stormzy.
No, but
as much as Gallagher.
No, but at the same time, at the same time, it was.
The thing is, for a headliner, you want someone that's going to get you hyped.
Yeah, I want to. When I'm drunk, I can grab my mate and be like, "Yeah, we're singing along the words wrongly."
None of Billie Eilish's music
it's just
is designed to get you hyped.
Bad Guy's the only one that kind of makes you jump around.
I love Oxytocin.
Kind of makes you throw a couple of these.
I hate Bad Guy. Like that. Oh, I hate that so much.
But that's the only one that's like a jump around song. The rest of them are like kind of soft ballads and stuff like that, which work and sound great. But when I'm drunk and wanting to be a bit yobbish with my mates jumping around having the best time, I'm just like, I ain't got the energy to listen to this. It's sapping me.
It does feel like Leeds Fest stepped away from the yobbishness this year, though, with the lineup. Like it brought a lot less.
You got
yobs.
it with the Killers though. It weren't yobbish, but you got.
I don't remember.
I'm surprised the Killers didn't sell more tickets. So Mr. Brightside has been in the top 40.
But that's
for
all
the past fucking.
That's all young kids.
However many years, like so many.
Them as.
Yeah, but like an artist like that, you'd think that as an idea, you should be shifting a load of tickets.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the problem is, I guess, no one's really that asked for him as of late.
Exactly.
They release a new album, and it's like,
I won't even listen to it because I
just love Mr. Brightside. Yeah. Obviously, everyone does.
If you're 20 or under, they just don't care, man. They're not gonna. None of them are listening to the new album.
You'll hear it on a night out as the shit DJ plays it, just like every other fucking song, followed by some Cortinas. And then I don't know,
Catfish.
Yeah, just that's
the thing is, like, the Killers are excellent, truly excellent. But I hate Mr. Brightside because it is the most.
Oh, you gotta go through you gotta go through cycles with it. So like you gotta love it, and then you gotta hate it, and then you gotta like. Because you got to get over it being played so much, and you got to be like, oh, there's actually a good song in there.
When I was younger, like 18 to 19, I loved it.
Yeah,
like the standard.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah, but as soon as like maybe just before I was 20, I was like, I can't be arsed hearing this anymore. Like I'd hear it and I'd be like, let's fuck off somewhere else. Yeah. And then it was like every fucking night, and I was just like, you know what? I fucking hate this song. And still to this point, when it comes on, I go, right, it's my time for a cigarette. I can't be arsed listening to it, especially the people around me, because they all just like scream at you with such energy, and I'm like,
I think everyone's got that song where like if you're in a nightclub,
Rob's Jump Around.
Yeah. Well, Jump Around is an awful song.
Yeah. But people love it.
But like you'll hear a song and it'll just start and you'll be like, oh, this shit again.
Yeah. Truly is. Everyone has one.
Yeah.
Let us know which your one is.
I bet everyone can say the same thing about like Wonderwall. Like, but then you'll have like the real Oasis fans that are like, no, when you dig deep into it, like it's a fucking great song. I fucking love Fall Out Boy. If I hear Sugar We're Going Down on a night out, I'm like, fucking basic, like absolute entry level. I've done 2 minutes worth of research into like this genre of music, and I found this song. I'll put it on a playlist. But then you actually listen to it again and just like get out your own head, and you're like, oh, you know what? It's a fucking great song. Like, no wonder it does well.
If I heard it and I went, no, this is fucking shit, you'd be like, no.
You know the thing is, you know what you got to do? Listen to it like on your own.
Yeah, that's what we had to do.
Not on a night out, not overplayed.
Do you know what we had to do with that? What album did we all have to do that for? By one of our favourite bands when it came out.
Tranquility Base.
Yeah, exactly.
Hotel
when
and
that
Casino.
came out, we all were like, what the fuck are we listening to? And then by like the third or fourth listen through, you're like, actually, this is one of their best albums.
Yeah.
I told you, Choc, on the wheel. I did tell you.
Well,
You did.
Well, for me, it was I went to LA and then Vegas.
Yeah, it was
and
seeing
I,
them in
I saw him
Hollywood Bowl.
at Hollywood Bowl, and that's what swung it for me.
I just had to keep listening to it
Yeah.
every fucking day until we're like, you know what? It's a banger.
It is,
Right.
you know.
Yeah. My Friday were a little bit different to yours in the night. So I don't know when we got separated, but instead of Imagine Dragons, I went to see Shy FX with Danny, Jack, and Sam.
Oh yeah.
And they were great. I couldn't understand a thing you were saying over the microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting told that apparently you just stood there just like...
See, this is fucking bollocks, right? All these young kids and all these fucking people who listen to EDM, they're throwing fucking hands about like that. That's not me. Like I won't even do that for.
That's not me.
I won't be sat there doing that for metal music along with beat. I just
Briody would.
right. I just don't understand it. I'm not a very limmy person. So while I was there, I was just like nodding, like having a little boogie to myself, like I do with every other bit of music I listen to.
Yeah.
And they're all like, "Oh, you gotta dance to it. Like you'll enjoy it if you dance to it." And I'm like, "I am." It's like, no, you gotta throw your limbs. Like, I don't wanna.
Do the stanky leg. Go
Like,
on,
like, just let me enjoy it. And then they're like, "Oh, we're just trying to make sure that you're having a really good time." And I'm like, I am. Just because I don't look it, don't mean I'm not.
You know what it is? It's when someone who really likes an act, takes a friend to see an act that doesn't know him or what.
Yeah, there's
and
nothing worse.
that's exactly what it was.
The whole time they're like trying to enjoy it, but they like kind of shift the focus on the other.
When someone says to us like, "You should go see this band," I've literally never heard of a song by him in my life.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go see him.
And then if you're not like jumping around or you're not like kind of going, they're great. They just for whatever reason it like detracts from the person's experience. I've had it before. Everyone's had it where you kind of like you want your friend or whoever it is watching this act that you love to kind of go, I get it, they're brilliant. So you kind of like focus, and if they just kind of like oh, they're not fucking with it.
Yeah,
they're just moving around. But
I wouldn't want to detract from their night. I'd be more than happy for them to bounce off and have a great time, and me just stand there bobbing my head.
Yeah, but it's like most people are. I don't know. They're just a bit too scared to like. If it's someone I think if it's an artist you really fucking love.
I don't know if they do it. It's Shy FX.
No, what I'm saying is, but if it is one that they really love, they should just go off and have a good time and not worry about it. Yeah. But I can understand them doing oh no, like he's not jumping around. Like, let me just check on him because if he wants to go, I'm not going to force him to stay here.
Oh, but they're acting like I wasn't enjoying it, and I was. I thought it was great. I had a great time.
I got it explained when we got.
Yeah,
when you got back to camp.
Jackson,
Hey, hold on a minute. Hey, Briody.
Yeah.
Nice shirt, homie.
Hi, thank you. It's the older Captain Crease.
Yeah,
lovely.
Yeah, me
Real
recognize it.
Real tear in the back.
Me too, homie. Real recognize real.
Oh, damn, brother.
The double.
My homie.
Matthew, that doesn't look like your your bedroom at home.
It's not. No, I'm not at home.
Not at home.
Where could he be?
Premier in.
I'm in my studio.
But
you actually caught me. I'm I'm up north in Scotland somewhere. The
Just
secret
been recording
location.
with one of the Gallaghers.
We're actually recording on tape this time. We actually feel as though the digital domain just, and
we're on the piano keys.
I've become very suspicious
yeah.
of the digital domain and all the access to different tools, and the analog domain really keeps you restricted. And
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I personally wouldn't call that piano keys. I'd call that a keyboard, and it's giving you a nice blue tint from the screen.
Yeah, it helps. The blue Windows light. Security screen helps.
Of course, you're
right.
not doing something on laptop. But anyway, back to Friday. I had a great night. Saw Shy FX.
Did we go out Friday?
I don't know if we did.
Oh, it was Friday like a chill night.
Yeah, is that when we all just got hammered around the table?
Yeah.
I think Friday was also the night Nath came back after an hour and a half on toilet.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh no, that was Thursday.
Was that Thursday?
Thursday night.
No, that was Thursday
Yeah,
night.
it was.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
Let's talk about that.
So Nath, our good friend Nath. Here's the thing. Here's the last moments I remember him. He's not dead. The last moment I remember was like I'm doing a mix at Piccadilly set, and he looks over at me and he's like, "That's sick." I then didn't see him until like what 3 a.m. or something like that.
So I saw him when we finished Piccadilly, when we were down dancing. He was there and he had filled up like a
2-litre water bottle,
but full of just like, what was it,
rum and ginger beer,
ginger ale,
like that.
and he was just
Old
like,
J or something.
Old J
that was
rum.
it.
and he was like
Vanilla.
he was like near the end of it, and he was pretty fucked, and he's behind Sam, his missus, just kind of like dancing behind, and I was like, man's daggering, just really over it, and he's like kind of.
I had to ask what daggering was because I've never heard of it
He's
before.
swinging about. He's kind of like
Choc, Urban Dictionary. Come on, daggering.
Daggering is when you get behind gal who's whining and you dagger with your hips and
So you're basically shagging her ass, but with clothes on.
kind of.
It's just like dry humping in a club.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But it's like a dance.
There ain't nothing wrong.
But so basically, yeah, he was dancing away, and then next second I just see him like kind of sway to the side a bit too hard.
Oh.
And he kind of got back up, and then he just went. So I was like, all right, he's either gone to get a drink or
He's gone for a piss. He's drunk a lot, right?
Oh,
And
no,
we
no,
got
no.
back. We
He's
got
a vanisher, isn't he?
we got back at I don't know what time, whatever time. It wasn't mega late, but it was like maybe 2, half 2.
It was later than that because Danny and Kyrie left at 2.
So
to
maybe
go
it
get a
was
taxi,
maybe it was
and
close.
I think it
to
was
three.
around
Oh.
3.
So we got back, and Sam was just there, kind of like outside the tent like this, and she was like, he's fucking fallen asleep on the toilet. And went, what? She's like, he's been gone for an hour and a half. Am I a bad girlfriend if I don't?
No, she said I didn't want to be an annoying
I didn't want to be
girlfriend.
an annoying girlfriend. He just left it for an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. Like, yeah, I would have probably checked on him like at the half-hour mark. Definitely
And
the
then-
hour mark.
And then, Briody, didn't you go and wake him up?
Yeah, so we went to the toilet, and she's like, yeah, he's definitely in this toilet. So we're like tentatively knocking, like, Nath, like, are you in there? No. And I'm like, Sam, are you sure he's in here? Because I don't want to be braying on the door if, like, there's some 16-year-old girl in this toilet. And she's like, no, he's definitely in there. So we like bashing it. No, I had to, like, unlock it from outside, and the guy is just fully clothed, just spark out asleep on the blooming toilet seat.
But the toilet
Absolutely
seat were
gone.
down, wasn't it? Like,
It was like,
So
Jesus.
he got in there and just chose to just sit down.
yeah, on closed toilet.
Yeah.
He just chilled.
For an hour and a half, and then when he was coming back, I just see Sam carrying him with one arm,
Yeah.
and he's there, and he's like, oh, I must have fallen asleep. Oh, have you? Nick?
Really?
I thought you were just waiting in there.
I thought
yeah.
you were just chilling out there, brother.
God.
Yeah, it was
You
so
don't
funny.
say.
But Friday night we just sat. We got back from wherever the fuck we were doing. We all as a group sat around the table and just got hammered and had a laugh.
Yeah.
That was like kind of like old school Leeds where we got to just fucking get hammered. No camera really.
Yeah.
Just have a chat and just say what we wanted. And it worked. It worked. Hey, say what you
what you
wanted.
want.
That sounds worse, doesn't it? The camera's off. We can finally fucking speak as minds, can't we?
That's it.
On that subject, there was a song of this festival.
Oh, God, this fucking song.
Was there not? It was an
Hey,
old
hey,
song
I'll
by
tell you what.
Skepta
Let's-
from 2009.
Let's leave it at that because we don't want to get demonetized.
Yeah,
we're probably
but it was.
demonetized.
Yeah, have a look. You'll find
Yeah,
it.
it's a song from 2009, and you have to question what went through their head when they were in the studio, which I assume to be a studio like Bridy's in right now, pretty much.
No, Brady's probably has more wallpaper.
Like, what went through their head and thought, "Yep, this is a song."
This is going on an
What,
album.
what happened? man?
I think it was just certain people in disguise, and that's
One of them definitely got caught lacking. That's what happened.
just having a nice time in Amsterdam.
What did go on? Who hurt him?
Man, we were searching hard for those answers.
Yeah.
We were searching hard for those answers.
I'll never forget at Billie Eilish. We're like halfway through the set. Raz turns to me. He's on YouTube with Skepta explaining. There's a special one part to Skepta explaining
what you
what he
both
means in the song. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucking tragic, that song. Like we listened to it so much. It was just on repeat, and it was just so shit.
It came on so many times. You'd be listening.
It's the same bars over and over again. It's like, Skepta's just done a verse, and then Jammer Jammer comes in and just says the same things.
JME as well.
Yeah, they're all
Calling
guilty.
Amsterdam the concrete jungle.
They're all guilty. They're all just as bad.
The New York Diesel.
Saturday. Let's do Saturday.
That comes after Friday.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking, we only saw. Did we just see
Billy
Billy
Shy? You not heard Rebecca Black? Come on.
It was just what on Friday. It was Billy
and then
Shy FX, Broco, and them chilling in bed, weren't it?
Saturday was.
Or was it also Steve Lacey that day?
No, Steve Lacey went next day.
What, Saturday?
Yeah, because we got to watch the sun going down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, was it?
I don't know.
No, it was the Friday, Steve Lacey. I tell you what, Choc's really good at finding artists that you just want to listen to before. You'll know one song, and he knows the entire fucking back catalogue of them. And they're just great. He did it with Anderson .Paak, and now he's done it with Steve Lacey.
Steve Lacey was at Electric Picnic.
Yeah, how do you find that?
He's quite good. Hey, you know who was there with him?
Who?
Steve Aoki.
Kanye West.
No fucking way.
Yep, he was backstage,
Really?
just chilling, and there's like a picture. There's a picture. Fuck it, I can talk about it. There's a picture of like him and Kanye hugging, and I'm like, oh my god! I was out front of the, like in the tent, and he would have been Kanye West would have been like just out back. Like that's the closest I'll ever get to him probably in my life, because fuck you, Coachella.
That's,
cheers, Coachella.
That's
thanks.
Literally, I've wanted to see that guy
Kanye's mental
since I was
brain.
like maybe 14 years old.
Yeah.
And I guess I've been in the same festival as him now, so that's not bad.
Hey, one day, brother, you'll get to see him.
There's an article where he's like, so he flew from like, there's that picture of him receiving something from
on a boat.
Yes,
getting noshed off.
The sloppy
Come
of
on,
the
man.
the slop of the
Come
top.
on.
As Jacket said, sloppy toppy.
So there's that image of him doing that. So apparently he got a flight from there to direct to Dublin.
Hey.
The old
he's not doing any layovers. It's Kanye West.
Hey, the old clear mind that after.
But he left his bird there apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe she's not a fan. Hey.
Yeah.
Maybe
I love that. I love that it was just like, get me a jet. We're gonna.
And he was there.
I'm
for
gonna go.
Hey,
see
big
him,
up that he was there for Steve, man.
Yeah.
Steve Lacey's a boy, because when we were watching him,
and he was all right,
Yeah,
I got a lot of respect for him.
I fucked with him. He was a part of Odd Futures, a part of a group called The Internet. Make some really fucking good sounding music.
He got like a couple of really popular on TikTok.
No, he's got one on TikTok that kind of propelled him into like stardom, which that Bad Habits, that I Bite My Tongue.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. He but other than that, like I really want to see him, because every time him in The Internet has come to the UK, I've missed him.
Yeah.
So that when he was there, he's probably one of the only people on the Leeds lineup that I give a shit about seeing.
Yeah.
And he was great, man. He's a cool motherfucker coming out in his suit blazer with his fucking...
What the fuck were those goggles, though? He looked like he off for a round of squash.
The glasses, man, are wild. With his guitar, it was great. Lay down some tunes. We had the sunset.
Oh, it was great. I got a lovely shot of you.
I was having a
tab.
drink. I was having a good time, man. And he did a good set. So, yeah, you know what? That kind of helped me realize, you know what, Leeds this year ain't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's pretty good.
I think we focused heavily on the headliners making it a shit year, but there was a lot of people underneath who were actually decent.
Well, it's not even that. Even as much as when they'll see the video, we didn't really fuck too hard with the headliners. I don't think it was awful. We still had a great night.
Yeah, it's just the problem is that they're a victim of their own success, right? So like Leeds has always been like, they get the great headliners. Like, remember that one year where it was like 75, Post Malone, Fall Out Boy, and it's like, fuck me, have they just like looked at us and just gone, we're just going to please these lads in particular.
I've seen your playlist. Let me sort this out here.
Yeah, that's what these lads want. Let's put that festival on. And it was literally like, this is the perfect festival.
Well.
Yeah, and it was like, this is the perfect festival. So, you got to take the troughs with the peaks.
Yeah.
Very true. But I really enjoyed it. The lineup surprised me this year.
Line of surprise.
I went and I like, because another benefit of having our two groups separated is the people who were like wanting to get up and go and do everything were all together, so that made their group stick together. Our group was a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more come and go.
Yeah.
So we did split off into his own little squads for a little bit and go see a few acts and then come back together later on.
Yeah, it was nice being able to be like, are you going to go see that? Nah, can't be arsed. All right, I'm going to go. And then someone go, I'm going to go see that anyway. It's like, cool. You guys rock for that. And then
I didn't feel the pressure to like stick with it with anyone else. So
yeah.
So like I know it's like Nathan just fuck off and he'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go see this. All right, bye.
Yeah. When it pissed it down as well.
Guess what? There ain't nothing else happening. We'll be here when you get back.
Get back. Oh, you're hammered. Let me join in.
You had 3 drinks down there. I need to catch up.
Nice.
Was Knuckle Puck, were they Saturday? I was thinking Knuckle Puck. Knock Loose is who I'm thinking of.
Knock Loose was Saturday after 4 Loco and
you know
Dodgems.
You shit me up then. I thought fucking Knuckle Puck.
I
was about to say, I thought I was taking the biggest L then, but
I went into the pits for Knock Loose.
Yeah, same, mate.
The hardcore pits.
Same.
I'm not a hardcore pitting kind of guy. Like I don't know if you know what they are, MB, who's not paying attention.
I'm just trying to order my pizza. Me and Raz are actually pitting forces. I'll let you know. So
Briody. It was that really heavy band that we saw at this small festival called Coachella.
Yeah, I remember seeing
the one that was piercingly loud.
The one where I lost the key.
The one I had the second hot dog.
Yeah.
But no, it's this time much better. Like the scream didn't burst your eardrums. But yeah, my first ever hardcore pit, and people swing and like punch and kick and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad I didn't get smacked in the face by any of that shit.
Hey, Jack lost his phone in there, which was funny.
Found it immediately.
I got my slider took off me.
Yeah, found it immediately.
I got my slider took off.
I literally had.
That's a burger.
Foot went up in the air. Lad grabs my slider.
Oh, he's kicking as well.
Yeah, takes it off.
Yeah.
And then they go, circle, bit, circle. So they start
Shaq
running.
was there.
He weren't in Ireland, brother. We know that. But they're all running around, and I just see the lad running around. She goes, with the slider, and then he comes back and passes it me. Just go straight back into it.
As if you went in that pit with your fucking slides on.
Yeah, man.
Mad.
You fucking
From Sheffield, though, they're all hardcore, aren't they?
Nah, it was just hey.
All got horrible feet.
Oh yeah, but that's part of
It's
hardcore.
hilly.
Get your foot stomped on.
Sheffield's hilly. What you on about? But yeah, you know what? They're good. I like them.
You're a mentalist.
I want to ask for the music, but I had a great time.
I've seen him 3 times now. It's bloody annoying.
Well, hey, you still go back for more.
I went because literally just so that I can say I've seen him in Vegas, I've seen him at Coachella, I've seen him down the road.
Yeah. Well, you could have originally seen him down road anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And I wasn't happy about any of them.
I know, mate. I know. But for me, I had a good time. That's all. That was the main thing. You might have had a bad time, but for me, I had a good time.
And that's all that matters.
And that's all that matters because
you're the most important person in your own world.
Me. I'm having a good time.
But I also, on top of Canucla Pook, who turned out to be knocked loose, I saw Yonica, which they were quite good. But apparently they didn't play.
The theme of the whole festival.
They didn't play any of the bangers, I was told. I don't know what they are. The only songs I've ever heard from Yonica is back when they supported Broco, when they first started out.
Yeah, I saw them like twice.
Oh yeah,
They supported Broco, and then I saw them I think in what is it called? There's an old venue in Sheffield that's not open anymore. It's now called Network, but it was called something else.
Lead Mill.
Nah, brother.
Soon.
But yeah, for a band where I didn't really know any songs, I had a great time. After that, I saw Venby, who really enjoyed Venby. They're the one who does the Jesus on Cocaine song. I can't remember the fucking lyrics now. I can't remember the lyrics whatsoever. Matthew, do you know the lyrics?
Yeah.
Are you just busy
like
looking at
cocaine on a night out?
That's the one. I saw Jesus do cocaine on a night out.
That's it, demonetized.
That's
the video, demonetized, everyone.
Ah, well.
He said that word.
And on that note, I'm just going to let us all know
Let us
all know that in 5 minutes I am going to have to leave because this is the second train and I can't miss it.
That's all right. I need to go in 5 as well because I need to go get my food.
Just letting you all know at home that if
I
I miss this, I'm stuck on Danny White's sofa tonight.
That don't bother me. I've got my own room.
I know, but I would like my own bed.
Fair. I mean, that pretty much is just yours and Jake's bed.
Yeah,
shall we just fucking wrap it up there?
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up, babies.
Killers,
incredible. I now love the Killers again. I
saw Sub Focus, who were fucking great.
And there was 75.
You know what? Lackluster from 75.
75.
We're a bit far back.
I never liked the 75 sets, but I have to say, it wasn't that bad while we're there. I just don't care for him. But I was like, not awful. I weren't like, God, this is annoying. I was like, hey, my friends are having a good time, and they're not that loud. So
I enjoyed Nothing But Thieves. They're all right.
I'm
hoping that they'll do better on the tour, which I'm sure we'll go to because their latest album was fucking excellent.
But after Killers, we just spent the night in Guest.
And I went home.
Yeah. You went home.
That's the first year I've ever gone like home early. Yeah. I've always been like.
You know what? The Monday morning was fine. Like we went out to the bar at Guest. That was fine. Saw a few people like Sam and that. That was good to see him.
Big up Sam.
But yeah, staying till the Monday was fine. The cleanup was fine. We were straight out there.
I was hanging Monday. Like I'd had quite.
He was in a mood.
I'd had quite a few Four Locos the night before, and I was dancing until late night.
Yeah, big up Four Loko.
Big up the Four Loko.
They really helped us out.
They're great.
They were
kept the energy up this weekend.
I want to sleep until 6 a.m.
Brilliant.
Until after that, because that's when I last looked at my clock. So
you can't blame the Four Locos for that.
Oh no,
can't win them all, just most of them.
I mean, there was extracurricular activities going on in my tent, so.
Okay.
Bingo.
Yeah, we're playing bingo.
That bombshell.
We had our pub quiz. But yeah, sorry we've had to cut it short. We get over it.
Blame the trains, just like everything else lately.
Bloody trains.
Sorry about headphone users. But yeah, thank you for joining us. I've had a lovely chat today. This is it's actually perked me up. I was feeling quite tired, and now I'm quite awake. I might stay up till 6 a.m. But thank you for joining me, boys. Thank you for Matthew coming in from a distance. I love all three of you.
Nice shirt once again.
And I love all of you at home.
Thank you, brother.
Right, we are going to end it there.
We're on that bombshell.
Bye-bye.
I'd also like to thank Jack for a great weekend if you've watched it this far. I had such a fucking great time with Jack over the weekend.
Anyway.
Love him to bits. Right.
Across the line, good night.
Good night.
Good night.